front of an organic farm that's in the urban area of Austin, and this farm is called Boggy Creek Farms. I had to say that a couple of times before I said it on video here. So I'm going to walk in. I have no idea what to expect on an organic farm. I know a lot of us probably, we hear the word organic, we go to the supermarket and we see organic this, organic that, and what is that? So I decided that one of the things that I want to try and see and experience is an organic farm. What's the difference? So I'm going to walk in. Hopefully I'll have some good pictures for you, and then I'll share with you my experience. Simple step, something simple that I want to see that's important to me. See you soon. So you know what I think is interesting about this farm? Well, when we think about farms, we think of what? Open land. You know, you drive miles and miles through hill country, through just a lot of different areas just to get to this white space, open field full of vegetables or cattle. Well, this farm, Boggy Creek Farm, is in an urban area. We're talking an area where there's a lot of houses. Some of them are what I would call depressed housing, and not in the best of neighborhoods, but definitely in a neighborhood full of family. And that is something that I want to explore a little bit more. So come with me, let's see what we find. When I'm looking around here, I do see some cilantro or parsley is what I think I see. Some greens. What kind of greens, I do not know. It's so funny how we are so used to going to the grocery store and picking what we need. And I can't tell you one of the differences that I have. I'm picking up soil here and smelling it, and it feels funny. It feels different from potting soil or the soil that we would buy at a garden shop or probably our backyards. Has really nice, it's dense, consistent, to me at least. When I look at the different vegetables that they're growing, we have radicchio, we have broccoli. It's amazing. It's like I'm walking around going, now what is that vegetable? Because I don't know. I'm so used to going to the market and getting it. So, but you can see the care that they have with the soil and especially with the plants. But I will say this much, if I could, and I might maybe next year, is grow some vegetables in my backyard with organic soil. It doesn't have to be like this, of course, but just try it and find out how it feels. Or maybe bring a vegetable that I grow inside the house, something that's manageable with organic soil, and reconnect. So again, it's been a humbling experience going to an organic farm. I know there's a lot of research out there, and I'll share with you on YouTube or the website. But it's definitely an experience, and I'm glad that as part of my simple step of trying and seeing new things, this is one thing that I've always wanted to see. So come with me and let's see what else we're going to experience on our simple step weekend. So I had a really interesting conversation with the owner of Boggy Creek Farm, Carol Ann, and a couple of interesting things. The house that I took a picture of is actually one of the oldest homes in Austin, and this farm's been around for 100+ years, so there's some history around it. And here's a chicken pen, and I'm wondering, I wonder if they eat the eggs or what do they do with it? Well, they are organic chickens. They are not fed any soy, any kind of hormones, and Carol Ann says she uses the chicken poop, and I know, to make the compost. So other than other things that she puts in her compost, one of the main ingredients is chicken poop, because it has slow nitrate release, and it gives the soil what it needs. So I think that's really interesting. So it is I guess it's a self-sustaining farm, and they also eat the chicken eggs, of course. And so it's pretty interesting. So if I were to give you a recommendation, if you've never been to organic farm, take the time. And I think I've never been to a real big organic farm. This is actually my first one. And I think what's exciting is that we are in an urban area, and once you walk through those gates or through the alley, it's amazing what you find and what you see, and very humbling, that I will say, and I can't repeat enough that feeling, because that's how I feel. So right now I'm getting a little whiff of wind, and I do smell the compost, which is a few feet away from me, so I think it's time to call it a moment and get back in the car and see what else I see in Austin as far as simple steps, taking a weekend for myself to try and see and taste new things. So come and join me.